This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and of course, it is an old friend of the show, virtually a member of our staff. There he is, the big tasty himself. It is Mike Sweeney. Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Dude, I'm having a great time. First time at the Super Show.
Yes.
And this is a candy store for whatever you want to use, you know. And it's so funny because it's to each his own in this whole industry. So coming from a towable, I'm still wanting to go to a bigger towable. But then you see everybody talking about, you know, the giant ones, the motor coaches and the fifth wheels. And so you learn so much. It's really a good time. I mean, for all ages. But let me just tell you, I get long-winded. I'm so excited. Some of these attributes that they put on these trailers now. Hey, listen, right above here, there's a hole cut out for a CPAP machine. I'm like, wonderful.
Oh, perfect. That's perfect for me, man. I use one of those bad boys. That's fantastic. And of course, if you haven't guessed by now, Mike is over at the Tampa SuperShow. Right there in the heart of the Tampa community, where we were there a couple years back, and it's buzzing, man. I know you've had some weather though, right?
Yeah, you know, for the first time, we were excited. And, you know, coming from South Florida, people don't realize, you know, we're just so used to being warm all the time. It's
Right.
shorts every day.
Yeah.
So I did pack and whatnot, thought so. But I ran into some friends in Orlando before we came over to Tampa last night. And just didn't look at the weather. So I got up this morning, threw on some shorts. Thank God I got a long sleeve. We got here, it was 50 degrees, pouring rain. And here's the deal. I think what really compounds it here at the RV show is it's the largest crowds ever this time. And I was just talking to several sources. One of them actually being from Forest River. And some people that I talked to when we checked in, it's 20% over the Hershey, Pennsylvania attendance.
No
kidding. It's not so much as big as units as it is people that are visiting it. And that was a good Wednesday, Thursday, Friday turnout, and Saturday as well, because Saturday's the weather, but the first 3 days, great weather. Florida was perfect. It was postcard. But now it's not so postcard, and it's chilly. It's 52 now. I want some mittens. It's
the Joker card now.
But everybody's doing well. It's my first time to one of these super shows. Anybody that hasn't been to one, man, I would highly suggest it. It's a great day out. I mean, it's just, you got carnival food, you got entertainment, and it's really, there's nobody better than listening to the people walking through these RVs, and you learn so much. You don't even have to know these people, have in-depth conversations. You just hear people and they're pointing out what's wrong with these things and what's right with these things. And it's really cool. And people are just super genius. So when you get a conglomerate of people that have been in the RV world looking to either upgrade or downgrade, this is the place to be. You know, you can go to a dealership and whatnot, but this is when the people really tear it apart.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You know, I want to hear a little bit about, you got there around 11 a.m. and, want to find out a little bit about what you've seen, what you're doing and all that. So can you share a little bit about your travels on the grounds there?
Yeah, it's getting a little packed on this, Lev. But what I've seen here, like I said, outside of the RVs, the little products that you sell all through in and out. It's just, if this is the life you choose and you have an RV, and I mean, I know most of us go a lot of Amazon and all that other stuff, but this is a good opportunity is also because there's a lot of mom and pop vendors are out here selling great products for your RV living. And outside of the big conglomerates that, that own this place, but it's just for everything. I mean, you bring your kids out. It's an experience for me. I don't think I'll ever miss another one.
That's fantastic. Hopefully next year, Mike, we'll meet up over there, and we'll have our booth and everything there for the RV Advisor. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, there would be something else. And I tell you, it's such a friendly atmosphere. You couldn't.
No, it's great.
The RV community is just it's awesome. It really is. It's just so friendly, and you don't rarely see that a lot when you're getting a ton of people together.
No, you don't, right? But this one is it's like a big family over there. It's just, did you cook enough for everybody? That's the big question. Um, you've had some stopovers. We're going to check out some more stuff. I know you shot some what we call B-roll in the industry, so we're going to look at some of that along the way. Take a quick break. We're talking to the Big Tasty himself. You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. He's been on this show several times. Mike Sweeney, and we'll be right back after this. The RVACA is a charitable organization protecting the rights of RV owners. With your help, we'll work with dealers and manufacturers to ensure quality controls in place prior to delivery of an RV. Additionally, the RVACA provides assistance to disaster relief victims. Visit rvaca.org. We're back on the RV Advisor podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and of course, we're joined by the Big Tasty himself. It's Mike Sweeney, and he's at the Tampa SuperShow, and super it is. I mean, just thousands of people. Mike informed us earlier that it's their biggest turnout ever. They're just amazing event every year, and even with COVID last time. It still did well, and this year it's done even better. And like I said, I mean, breaking attendance records. Mike, it's got to be
100%. It's just a different. I saw some of the smaller shows, but just meeting the people in the parks over the year. I was all over. We hit 28 states this year, and just meeting every dynamic of camper that's out there. They're here now. And it's really, like I said, there's your van life, and it's something I could never imagine. And there's campers that just look like they're actually meat smokers, and kids are sleeping in them. But it's something for everybody. It's amazing. The people that design these, I hear more negatives of the that's a total. As soon as you walk into most of these units, and it's funny, especially the ladies, they're the greatest because they got such design expertise, and it's like, as soon as they walk in, it's like, nope, that's a waste of space. Nope, can't do that. Oh, look, I can see that. And it's just so great to listen to, because I think that's the best part. If you're a people watcher and you're here to also learn this, just listen in. It's just such an entertaining deal. And I'm glad I got to check in with you to give you my update, because basically I've been running with you guys on the RV Advisor Show. We've done a few pop-ins for, I think March is coming up a year that we've actually started doing.
Really? We're almost on a year. That's amazing. Wow, gosh, time sure flies. Well, it's always great to see you, and I know you're gonna hang around there for about 2 more hours as we're taping this. It's almost 3 p.m. on a Saturday as we're recording this, and things wrap up there at 5 o'clock. But there's one more day, right? It says tomorrow is today.
Yeah, one more day.
One more day. Okay. And are you hanging out?
Good weather, but I'm going to shoot some more B-roll and we'll send it to you. And this way you got to get an idea of the layout. It's huge. It's enormous. My legs are tired. I almost want to own a Lark.
I'll bet, man. You got to just take it easy over there, buddy. We don't want to lose you. Just give yourself a little bit of a rest. I know you had a little bit of a trek in from Orlando this morning, and not the most pristine weather. So I feel you on that one. Just take it easy. But thanks for checking in, man. It's always great to see you, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon. Safe travels, fun journeys, and thanks, Big Tasty.
I'm going to be back this week, and I'm hoping to go up to the yard because I want to see some of the new inventory up around Fort Lauderdale. So I'm excited now.
Fantastic. Great.
All right, brother.
There he is, Mike Sweeney.
Tasty travels to you.
The Big Tasty himself joining us today on the pod. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.
Here are 5 words every RV enthusiast should know: advocacy, community, education, resources, rewards. That's what the RV Advisor was built on, along with protecting your rights. Visit thervadvisor.com.
Wrapping things up now on the RV Advisor podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. Just want to remind you to sign up for rvaca.org. rvaca.org. You can register your vehicle there. And of course, if you haven't gotten the newsletter yet, sign up for that too. You can go to the rvadvisor.com, the rvadvisor.com to find out more. The newsletter comes out twice monthly. Thanks so much for watching and listening to the RV Advisor podcast. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.